ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यास ततो जायमुदीरये। शृण्वतां स्वकथा कृष्णः पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः। हृद्यन्तस्थो हि अभद्राणि विदनोति सृहत्सताम्। Hare Krishna. So today we are reading Canto 2, text the chapter 9, text number 19. So I will repeat one word and you recite after me. Sure. 2 9 19. तं प्रियमाणं समुपस्थितं कविं प्रजा विसर्गे निजशासनार्हणम् बभाष ईषत् स्मित शोचिषा गिरा प्रियः प्रियं प्रीतमनः करे स्पृशन तं प्रीयमाणं समुस्थितं कविं प्रजा विसर्गे निज शासनार्हणम् बभाषैषदुश्रितशोचिषा गिरा प्रियः प्रियं पीतमनः करे स्पृशना तं प्रीयमाणं समुपस्थितं कविम् प्रजा विसर्गे निज शासनार्हणम् बभाषैषदुस्मितशोचिषा गिरा प्रियः प्रियं प्रीतमना करे कृष्ण। Please recite. प्रजा विसर्गे निज शासनार्हणम् दपाशैषदिस्मितशोचिषा गिरा प्रिया प्रियहनं प्रियमाना करे स्पृशना तं प्रीयमाणं समुसितं कविम् प्रजा विसर्गे निज शासनार्हणम् बभाषैषत्स्मितशोषिषा गिरा प्रियः प्रीतमानः करे स्पृशना तं प्री तं प्रीयमाणं समुस्थितं कविम् प्रजा विसर्गे निज शासनार्हणम् बभाषैष संहितं गिरा रीतमाना करेश्वशना. Anyone else? Okay, so we'll go word to word. Tama, unto Lord Brahma. Priyamanam, worthy of being dear. Samasthitam, present before. Kavi, the great scholar. Raja, living entity. Visarge, in the matter of creation. Need, he own. Shashan, control. Or Hanan, just suitable. Babahasa, addressed. Ishat, mild. Smita, smiling. Sochisha, with enlightening. Gira, words. Priyaha, the beloved. Priyam, the counterpart of love. Being very much pleased. Kare, by the hand. Sparshana, shaking. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. After seeing Brahma present before him, the Lord accepted him as worthy to create living beings, to be controlled as he desired. And thus, being much satisfied with him, the Lord shook hands with Brahma and slightly smiling addressed him thus. Purport. The creation of the material world is not blind or accidental. The living entities who are ever conditioned or nityabadha are thus given a chance to liberation under the guidance of his own representative like Brahma. The Lord instructs Brahma in Vedic knowledge in order to diffuse this knowledge to the conditioned souls. The conditioned souls are forgetful souls in their relationship with the Lord. And thus, a period of creation and the process of dissemination of the Vedic knowledge are necessary activities of the Lord. Lord Brahma has a great responsibility in delivering the conditioned souls, and therefore he is very dear to the Lord. Brahma also does his duty very perfectly, not only by generating the living entities, but also by spreading his party for reclaiming the fallen souls. The party is called the Brahma Sampradaya, and any member of this party to date is naturally engaged in reclaiming the fallen souls back to Godhead, back home. The Lord is very much anxious to get back his parts and parcels, as stated in Bhagavad Gita. No one is more dear than the one who takes the task of reclaiming the fallen souls back to the Godhead. There are many renegades from the Brahma Sampradaya whose only business is to make men more forgetful of the Lord and thus entangle them more and more in material existence. Such persons are never dear to the Lord, and the Lord sends them deeper into the darkest region of the matter, so that such envious demons may not be able to know the Supreme Lord. Anyone, however, preaching the mission of Lord in the line of Brahma Sampradaya is always dear to the Lord, and the Lord, being satisfied with such a preacher of the authorized bhakti cult, shakes hands with him in great satisfaction. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to glorify Srimad Bhagavatam this morning. And the chapter we are reading is entitled Answers by Citing the Lord's Version. So the Brahmaji is talking, but he is saying what Lord actually wants us to do. So this chapter ends entitled Answers by Citing Lord's Version. So in the last few verses, we are reading Brahma's, how he did the darshan of the Vaikuntha planet, because Lord gave him some special vision. So he can sit in the Brahma Lok, which is the highest planet in the material world. From there he can see the Vaikuntha Lok. But normally people cannot see Vaikuntha Lok. So very hard, until unless you got lots of mercy, nobody can see the Vaikuntha Lok. But he has the darshan actually. So that's because he was so dedicated to Lord's services. So Lord gave him a special vision. And by that special vision, he could be able to see the Vaikuntha Lok. So when Brahmaji saw the Lord, he was overwhelmed with joy. He got so much joy. And he got very ecstasy, and he had so much tears, so many tears in the eyes. So with the tears and ecstasy, actually, he paid his danvats to the Supreme Lord. So now in this verse and the next few verses, now we will be reading the verses where Lord being pleased with Brahmaji, and then Lord invites actually Brahmaji to ask for some benediction, because whenever people do, we have seen when the devotees does the prayers and a lot of austerity, lot of penances, then Lord comes, give them darshan, and then ask for the benediction, what he wants actually, most of the pure devotees actually, they don't want anything from the Lord, but some devotees, and mostly the demoniac kind of people, they ask Lord for some benediction. Like we have example of Hiranyakashipu, he says, I cannot give me the immortality, and Brahmaji said, I cannot give. Then he said, okay, now I cannot be killed the day or night, I cannot be killed by this or that, not at this time, and that time. So he asked many, many different things, and he was thinking that I have made arrangement that nobody can kill me, but that never happened. Lord is very much sharper than any jiva souls, So he got the way out, how to kill him. Similarly, we can see the example of Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj actually wanted to have the kingdom which is much greater than his great grandfather Brahmaji. He wanted to have a bigger kingdom. But what happened actually, when Narad Muni came and gave him the proper education, then he did all the penances and everything. Then Lord came and gave him darshan. And after that, when Lord touched the shankha, his conch shell on his forehead, immediately, he didn't know any Sanskrit or anything, but he recited so many verses in the praise, glory of Lord. And then Lord asked him, you asked me some benediction. And he said, no, I don't want anything. I have your darshan, that is the greatest thing for me. I don't need anything. And Lord said, you wanted the kingdom bigger than Lord Brahma. So he said that I was looking for the broken pieces of stone actually, I don't need them. Yes. But anyway, Lord fulfilled his desire and gave him. And especially Dhruva Lok, which is so bigger. And he is still there and ruling that kingdom, So we can see how merciful Lord is, even he didn't want it, but still he gave him because it was his desire. So Lord actually fulfills desires of all his devotees. Because we have to do the pray him, with pure heart. That is the only thing. So Brahmaji said, my dear Lord Krishna, those who are not interested in the path of jnana or yoga or anything, and but engages in the hearing the glories of Supreme Lord, then all your activities can benefit actually through a saint, sadhu, or a spiritual master. So through the spiritual master, we can do here and do the bhakti chant, everything, it should go through the spiritual master. Otherwise, it's not that beneficial. We can read Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam many, many times, but we will not know the pure meaning of all our reading or all our knowledge. It should go through the Guru. He can explain you properly, so we can understand that. And if we hear from our spiritual master these things, then we can really get the real knowledge. And once we get knowledge, then we have to realize that knowledge, In practical life, we have to use that. Because many times we hear whole day, but it didn't change our heart at all. It doesn't purify our heart. That happens to most of us actually. And particularly to me, that it all the time happens, that I hear so many big things, but then how I use in my life, I should think about that all the time, but I don't, So because by our bhakti, we can actually conquer the Lord also, because Lord is under control of his devotees. Lord all the time says, I'm not independent. I'm under control of my devotees. So Lord is so merciful to his devotees. But Krishna is known as Ajit. Nobody can conquer him. But he is conquered by his devotees. We have seen, like Arjuna with pure bhakti, Ambarish Maharaj, Yudhishthir Maharaj, how Krishna was helping them all the time, and taking lower position than big devotees, Yeah, Yudhishthir Maharaj, all the time he will pay obeisances. He was elder in age, of course, but, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Nobody is older than him, but anyway, so that's the way the Lord behaves. And Brahmaji learned from the Lord, how to be a good devotee. And then he started teaching. He was Prajapati, like he produced so many kids. Lord gave him the job of creation. So how he did creation, he then had many children. And then those children were all sages actually. And then they had many children. That's why this whole universe was flooded with all the jiva souls. Brahmaji is the secondary creator. Primary creator, of course, is the Supreme Lord, Lord Vishnu, but secondary creator is Brahmaji, thus known as Visarga. Sarga is the primary creation, Visarga is the secondary creation. So Brahmaji has the job of first thing as a Prajapati, produce children and flood whole universe with the jivas when the creation of the world, this universe takes place. And his second job is to give the knowledge, spiritual knowledge, what he learned from Lord Vishnu to everyone. So Sri Prabhupada is writing in the purport that anyone, however, practicing the mission of the Lord, what is Lord's mission? Lord's mission is to take all the jiva souls back to the Godhead, because we are all part and parcels of the Supreme Lord. And Lord actually wants all his part and parcels to go back to the spiritual world. So that is the main mission. So Lord Brahma's mission is also same. He taught in the Brahma Sampradaya. And so people who follow their sampradaya properly, the Lord becomes very happy and satisfied. And what happened? We are reading here, see in the line that he shook hand with Brahmaji. So normally you cannot shake hand with Brahma, with Supreme Lord, Krishna. Who can shake hand with the Lord? You can shake hand with the president or some prime minister or anybody, but Lord's nobody. So that's why Lord himself shook hand with the Brahmaji, because he was so pleased, Normally that never happens, but Brahmaji was so lucky that Lord shook hand with him actually. And Brahmaji was given at that time the two tasks, as I said, that first task is the producing the children's, and second task was giving all the knowledge. So Brahmaji's sons, anybody knows who were the sons of Brahmaji? He had 10 sages, as his son, like Angira, Atri, Bhragu, Marishi Muni, Pulaha, Narad Muni, it was his son, and Vasisht, and Kratu, Pulasya. So these are all the sages. And then they had many, many children, and so it was all pure souls at that time, So, but later on, we can see the demons also born later on from the deities, So after that, but in the beginning, it was all pure souls, but he, and also Brahmaji's son were the Chatush Kumars, which are the Sanak, Sanananda, Sanatan, and Sanat Kumar. So these are the four children of Brahmaji. And they went to Narayan and then Jai Vijay and all those things happens, So these were all children of Brahmaji. So Lord actually wants, that's why he instructed Brahmaji. So teach everybody, and that's why Brahmaji opened the Brahma Sampradaya. Later on, Madhvacharya, not Madhavacharya, Madhvacharya. Madhvacharya ji came and he opened, he followed Brahmaji, and then, so we say Brahma, Madhva, and then Gaudiya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, and that's why we say Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya Sampradaya. This Sampradaya is, that's what it is called. And so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ate up something, Madhvacharya ate up something. So that's why now whatever we are learning, so it's a very pure philosophy. So when Brahmaji was spreading this moment, then Lord saw that Brahmaji is doing his job, what he assigned to him, very diligently. Then Lord was very, very happy with him. And then he thought that he is worthy of creation. So Lord gave him that job, that, okay, you create. And Lord was very satisfied with him, and that's why he shook the hand. And then Lord said, smilingly addressed him. So that address, what he said to Brahmaji, it comes in the next many, many shlokas. So Lord said to the Brahma, O Brahma, I am pleased with your long penance, and you execute whatever you executed, your penances, I am very happy with that. I know your desire to create. Actually, it was Brahmaji's desire to create. That's why Lord gave him the job of Prajapati. It was actually Brahmaji's desire also. Create the universe for my pleasure, and I wish you a good fortune. You may ask all that you want, you desire, when Brahmaji gave him darshan, he asked him also. So what happens if we really do a lot of penances in our life? So penance is to realize Supreme Lord actually, these penances are not just for getting benediction. This all penances should be to realize the Supreme Lord. So Brahmaji, Lord was telling Brahmaji that you have achieved the highest perfection to pursue my abode. So he pursued abode, while sitting in Brahma. He never went to the spiritual world, because once you go to spiritual world, you cannot come back. So Brahmaji is still in material world actually. He lives on the top of all the material universes. His universe is on the top, Brahmalok. And after Brahmalok, there is Virja river, and after Virja river, the spiritual world starts. So he is on the top of that lotus, stem. So that lotus stem is many, many miles long, and it starts from the Garbhodaksha Vishnu's navel and goes billions of miles. And in that canal stem, all the planets are there. So first, all the lower planets, and then Earth, and then all the upper planetary system, and on the top is Brahmalok. And after Brahmalok, Virja River, and then Vaikuntha Lok, and on the top of all the spiritual world, is the Golok Vrindavan. So, and it's not like goes straight like this, because if we see all around us, is the spiritual world. So it's not just only on the top, spiritual world is spread all around. So Brahmaji actually Lord appreciated. Shri Radha Sharad Bihari ki jai. So the Lord was telling that you have manifested very submissive attitude. So that is something to learn by Brahmaji's example, that how our attitude should be. Sometimes we do service to the Lord, but our attitude is not serving attitude, attitudes. Any service should be done very submissively, actually. That's very beneficial. Otherwise, if our mood is different, that we have so much pride of our services sometimes, and that actually kills our bhakti. So that's very important that we do service in actually very humble mood, and that's very important. And following the order of Lord, we have to see Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and ask Guru, also our spiritual master, that what is beneficial for me, what I should do. And those following those instructions, not like thinking ourselves, that Lord wants me to do this and just do according to our own way. We cannot do that. We have to ask Lord, what we. So we have to read, and because we see the Bhagavad Gita, it's all instructions of Lord actually. And we can see the examples in Srimad Bhagavatam. So we can think that way, what is best for me, and do that. So when we read the purport of this shloka, the Prabhupada makes a very important point actually in the beginning of that he is writing, the creation of the material world is not blind or accidental. So Lord didn't say Brahmaji, he thought so much, who can create the world, and so it's not just a blind that he just blindly did it, So it's not accidental, that because people say that, oh, this theory and that theory, and this thing bombarded, and the creation happened, creation didn't happen like that. There's a lot of planning behind that. So it is not blind. It is made by the Supreme Lord actually, and used proper knowledge, gave proper knowledge to Brahmaji. So we can see that as a human being, we can understand why Lord create this material world, what is the purpose behind it, what instructions of the Lord. So as a human being, we can understand, but the birds or other animals, they cannot understand these kind of things. So in the temple, sometimes we see, not here mostly, but in India, so many pigeons comes. People have seen that. In Vrindavan, you can see, in Mumbai, you can see the pigeons sometime come. And what happens? The security guard sees the pigeon, and they take the big stick, go and try to get them out. Sometime, when pigeons comes, many times in my apartment in Ujjain also, pigeons were coming. Sometimes its window is open or door is open, then pigeon will come inside the room, bedroom and your living room. So then you have to chase them out actually. And a lot of their feathers, come on the floor. So what happens then? You can put the net, right, to stop them coming inside your home. So similarly, all the bad ideas in this material world comes in our mind, that how I can enjoy this material world. So we have to put net of Harinam and instructions of Guru, and by that net we can stop this pigeon-like bad intentions and bad desires, So bad desire will go away if we actually follow the instructions properly, like Brahmaji did, how submissively he served the Lord. So it's a prime example actually for that. And we can see in the nature, Lord, when Lord created this material world, he gave us so much resources But what we are doing, we are misusing the resources. So we should never misuse the real resources. So because we are digging the mines, coal, digging the gasoline, and so we can see what happens, Dubai, we can see the example. Few weeks ago in Dubai, what happened? So much rain came in the desert, which is not common at all. But see, so much rain comes, because they were really misusing drilling the earth and the sea and everything. So Lord was not happy, so gave so much unnecessary rain, and those people didn't have any drainage system because they never thought, the rain will come. So it was all flooded badly, and then they have to suck all the water in the trucks, and the dump it in the sea. So it was too much work. They should have put the drainage system, but that's the way Lord punishes, if we misuse the system. So now Dubai is telling, that we cannot depend fully on the gasoline because one day gas is going to finish, how much you can get it. Then what? How the economy will prosper. That's why he's making more and more tourism. He's promoting the tourism. Like in Abu Dhabi temple, first Hindu temple opened by it is although Swaminarayan temple, but anyway, so many people are coming, thousands and thousands, and economy will be booming. So now many Muslim countries even saying that come and open your temples. So that way they can boom their economy. So that's a different purpose. They are not doing it for especially government and not doing it that this will promote the Krishna consciousness or God consciousness in the people, and they will become more better. But they are promoting for tourism. Anyway, at least it will give people, some knowledge about the God. We can see another example of Hiranyakashipu, how much gold he dig from the ground. But ultimately, what happened? Nrsimhadev come and killed him right away. So actually, Brahmaji was chosen by the Lord. It's not Lord just gave him the job. He saw who is the proper person for creation. So Brahmaji was given job of creation of all the jiva souls, not just the human being, all jiva souls. So that's why we can see that many his sons, they have many wives, and some wives has all the reptiles, some wife has all the birds like that, some wife has all the water animals, aquatics. So like that, because Krishna was very happy with Brahmaji's penances and austerities. So Krishna thought that he is worthy of this all services, giving knowledge and producing the children as Prajapati. So what makes actually Brahmaji worthy person? Or we can think, what makes anyone worthy of God's mercy. So Prabhupada was saying that my spiritual master, Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, gave me the big job, of spreading Krishna consciousness in the West. But Sri Prabhupada never thought that he's worthy of that. But see, in the first sight, when first time he met, he saw and he told, that you spread. That's the first instruction in the first visit. So we can imagine, how Guru's eyes are, they can actually see who is capable of doing the job. So they have that kind of the first qualification, what we have to do, what we have to have is our submission. So we have to submit ourselves completely to the Guru's service. That is the most important thing. That's why Prabhupada was so successful in his preaching, because we can imagine, opening, even you make one temple, it takes so many years. We can imagine how he made so many disciples, thousands and thousands of disciples. He opened 108 temples, farmer communities, Prabhupada opened, Gurukul system, so many things, wrote so many books. So how in the old age, when people are having so many problems, walking and pain, and he was not sleeping, he wrote books for all of us. So we can imagine, he got completely submitted himself to his Guru's instructions. So that is the best thing actually to do. So So actually, whatever we do ourselves is all zeros actually, if we do just ourselves, not having any guru or taking his instructions and following his instructions. And guru's instructions are just one. So all the zeros, then one comes in front, then it's too big number. Otherwise, it's all zeros. So devotee must consider themselves unqualified though. We should, whatever, we may be big devotee, but we should never feel that I'm qualified actually for anything. And then only we can do proper job. If we, otherwise it gives us pride actually. Pride kills our all bhakti. So because whatever we are executing our services in Krishna consciousness, which is only due to the Guru's mercy, otherwise it's not possible. Nobody can do any service without Guru's mercy. So actually we have to cultivate our heart that way and understand, and we should be fully convinced that by doing all my services, my Guru will be happy, and I will get the more mercy of Guru. So this is the thing. So simply, if we think, that I will read many times and I will develop this skill or to become perfect, but we can never be perfect. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself said, that my Guru Maharaj told me that I am a fool. Can you imagine, being Supreme Lord, he's saying that my Guru Maharaj told me I am fool. So in front of Guru, we should always be fool actually, We should never try to be smart in front of Guru, because Guru can recognize in 1 second what, just by seeing our face, Guru can know that what he's thinking, how he's doing bhakti. Guru need not to ask actually. Yeah, like I was watching a video, Gopal Krishna Maharaj's video. So one devotee was calling him many times that because that what I should do to postpone this meeting or not. He was having some meeting with other people, and what he should do regarding this. And then he was trying to buy some big vehicle or something, in some car or something. So he was calling many times, and Maharaj was busy, so he didn't answer many times. But he kept calling his servant, that please, I have to talk to Maharaj. I have to talk to Maharaj. So Maharaj heard that, and he took the phone. And without the devotee ask him any question, he knew what are the questions. So he said that the first question you are asking about meeting, postpone the meeting till I come back. Otherwise, Guru knew, Maharaj knew that there will be a big fight, if he keeps this meeting right now. And he said, regarding buying the vehicle, you can buy that. So he said, Maharaj, how do you know I'm going to ask you this? So Maharaj didn't answer, he was so busy, he put the phone down. But we can imagine, that Guru can know just by seeing, what is going on. It's not like magic for Guru, Guru knows everyone's heart actually. So when Krishna actually shakes a hand with Brahmaji, he was working under Krishna's instructions fully, not even deviating one little bit, not deviating at all. So Sri Prabhupada is saying, any member of Brahma Madhava Gaudiya Sampadaya, if he preaches, then he becomes very, like he makes Krishna very happy. So preaching is very important. And he becomes Priyamanam, like given in word Priyamanam, in this word, dear to Krishna. And that's why we have to pick up the mission of the Supreme Lord. We should see what Krishna wants us to do, and then we can actually infuse the bhakti to anybody, who's interested, and we should try to that, infuse the bhakti in other people, and Lord will be very pleased. And we can see in Bhagavad Gita, there are many verses, which says how Lord gets pleased with this, whosoever spreads the bhakti. So 1868 and 1869 mostly says this, that ya idam paramam gruyam mad bhakteshva dashyati bhaktim paramayi parakrita mame vaishyasti ashanshayah. For one who explains the supreme secret to the devotees, So this supreme secret should be discussed with the devotees. Pure devotional service is guaranteed. So we can see, that how Krishna is giving his unconditional guarantee that if you spread this secret to the devotees, then pure devotional service you achieve. At the end, you will come back to me. So that's a big guarantee that you need not to take birth again and again and again and stay in this material world. You can come back to me. So he is saying in the next verse, he said, there is no servant in this world more dear to me than he. He means who? Who is spreading the Krishna consciousness. Nor will there ever be one more dear to me. So that is most dear to the Krishna actually, if he does it. Another thing he is saying, one who listens with faith and without envy becomes free from sinful reactions and attain to the auspicious planet where the pious people dwells. So then Krishna puts us with the pious, very pious people, and from there we can progress our life. O son of Pratha, O conqueror of the wealth, have you heard this with an attentive mind? So when Krishna told Arjuna whole Bhagavad Gita, all the instructions he gave, but at the end he is asking that have you heard whole thing? And he's are your ignorance and illusion are now dispelled? He's asking Arjuna that your illusion is dispelled or not. So this is the good question actually for the devotee, that after hearing whole Bhagavad Gita, after reading, studying many times, our illusion should go away. So at that time, Arjuna accepted Krishna as his guru, and he says that Karishe Vachanantava, that I will follow all your instructions. He says, my dear Krishna, O infallible one, my illusion is now gone. I have regained my memory by your mercy. I am now firm and free from the doubts and am prepared to act according to your instructions. So if he submissively accept our Guru and Brahmaji comes in the Guru Parampara. He's the first Guru. First Guru is Krishna, of course, who gave the knowledge to Brahmaji. But this is all big chain, of the Guru's host. Parampara system, if you follow the instructions properly, then definitely our mission, which Krishna gives, is completed. So one time, Prabhupada ji was in the Rome, and so devotees used to bring at that time, different people from the society to meet Sri Prabhupada. And so one time, one labor leader was the leader of the laborers, union leader. So union leader came, so Prabhupada asked him that, what do you do? So he said that I get the work from the laborers and I'm the union leader. So Prabhupada, because in our philosophy, what we say, the labor class man is the leg of the society. So Prabhupada told him, that, okay, that's very good, that's a leg of the society, but where is the head of the society? So that guy didn't understand anything, He was having tie and everything. Then he didn't have any word to say. Prabhupada asked him, where is the head? He said, what head? So he said, I have to do some important work, and he just left, he walked out. Similarly, one time, the devotees brought him a biochemist. So he said, Prabhupada asked him the same question, what do you do? And he said that I'm the biochemist. And Prabhupada said, what do you do actually do? He said, I was also chemist, so what do you do? So he said that I make iron to the chrome. But Prabhupada said that iron can be converted in the chrome. It's now big deal. But can you make iron into the gold? That has too much value, So he said, can you do that? And he said, no, we will be converting it. We are working on that, and we will be doing in the future. All the time, all the scientists say like that we will do it in the future. We'll get, then at that time, we will not need the God. That's what they think, And many times we have seen the scientists, what they are saying, that the sun's energy will go less and less, and one day there will be all dark. There will be no sun, but sun is there for billions and trillions of years. Not a little bit of energy went down, because it's Krishna's eye, Krishna is Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudashyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vashyashyate. So how sun's energy can go down, It's all foolish thinking, actually, of the scientists, they don't know. And that's why they said, Prabhupada asked the scientist, can you create something? And he said, yes, definitely, we are working on this, and in the future, they all the time put the things on the future, Yeah. And then they will say, whatever we told, before is all wrong. Now this is true. And after 100 years, again, the new scientists will come and they say, whatever they were saying, they are wrong, and now I'm right now. So that's what goes on.
Post-dated check.
Yeah?
Post-dated check.
Yeah, that's what they're writing. So let us put some points, what we learned today from the takeaway messages from this verse, actually. So Lord of Brahma has a great responsibility in delivering the conditioned soul. So actually that is the more important job of delivering the conditioned soul from this material world, because that's the mission of the Lord, to bring everything. So eventually all of us have to go to the Supreme Lord. Maybe after millions of births, who knows? But one day that will come. But see, in the material world, Lord has given us so many allurements, actually. And that's the big problem. We have so many desires, and we keep thinking that I'll do this, do this, do this. And that keeps us busy whole day. We think the family is great. It's my duty to do this, my duty to do this. But we never think, my primary duty is to serve the Lord. And these other duties, we have to fulfill their duties. Like somebody's grahastha, he have to take care of his wife, take care of his children, take care of the home, This is all right. Do that, but that's not the primary function. We have to distinguish that, because many times we feel, oh, this is my good job. I have to work. What I can do, I have to work. I have to earn the money. Earn the money, no problem, but help Krishna spread Krishna conscious movement, So give charity and have a small home a small temple in the home, and make food for Krishna, offer him. So we can have Krishna conscious life that way, and also take care of our daily needs, whatever we have. So Krishna is not saying that, but we have to pray to the Lord all the time that our mind should be actually focused on Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, whatever we do is not good. So that way, and Brahmaji is very dear to the Lord. Brahma also does his duty very perfectly. So this thing is very important. Whatever duty we do, we have to do perfect duty. And he is generating all the living entities, and also spreading the fallen conditioned souls. So he is doing. So his party is called, as Prabhupada is put, Brahma Sampradaya. And any member of his party is naturally engaged in reclaiming the souls to the spiritual world. So that is the main business. And Supreme Lord is very much anxious to get back all his parts and parcels. We are all parts and parcels. All the jiva souls are parts and parcels of the Lord. So actually, that's the Lord's wish, that everybody should go back to him. And no one is more dear than one who takes task of reclaiming the fallen souls to the Godhead. So actually, this should be the main job, to spread the Krishna conscious movement. So it's only 5 minutes left now, so I will end here. And anybody has any discussion, questions, comments, so we can discuss that now. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Yes, bro.
Thank you for a very nice class. So when it was speaking about those who are in the Brahma Sampradaya, that their duties to basically help reclaiming the fallen conditioned souls, that as Lord Brahma's doing. I'm assuming Srila Prabhupada is talking about us. Is that right?
Yeah,
About
all
what
the
we
jiva
do.
souls.
But are those that are initiated into this sampradaya, that should be our mentality.
Mhm.
Is that correct?
Right. It's instruction is for all of us, actually, who are in the Brahma Madhava Gaudiya Sampradaya.
Focus should be on
Yeah.
bringing as many souls.
Purifying ourselves and then spread the movement to everyone else. Yeah, whosoever wants to take it, So that's why Prabhupada went out of his way and worked so hard to spread the movement. And I can see how the great acharyas are also following, like Bhakti Sharu Maharaj, Gopal Krishna Maharaj. We can see their life, and see how much they work so hard, the not taking rest or anything, working all the time and spreading it so much, Gopal Krishna Maharaj, I heard yesterday in one class that he had 55,000 disciples. You can imagine. And I heard Jai Pataka Maharaj had 85,000 disciples. It's not simple job. Yeah, it's a big thing, so many souls, And he promised, Jai Pataka Maharaj promised Prabhupada that I will bring 50 souls to your lotus feet. He got 85. So he actually much more above than whatever he promised, So we can check. So, and that job is not for them, it's for all of us actually. And yeah, what we should do, whatever the best we can do. Yes, ma'am.
Maybe I misunderstood it. Narada Muni was the Genesis and populated it, right? And this is the I never heard of it.
Lineage, Narada Muni was director, sir. No, Narada Muni he didn't have any lineage. He was Brahmaji's son though, but he didn't have any lineage. Many sons of Brahma didn't wanted to have any children, but some accepted that. Brahmaji was telling all his sons, that be Prajapati, spread that Prajapati's job is to have more and more children, so they can be devotee and population can grow that way. Because when Earth was created in the beginning, there was nobody here. So actually, we all are actually Brahmaji's children. Yeah. In one way or other. Yeah. And all the jiva souls are also all his children. All the animals and the aquatics and all the even serpents and the scorpions, they're all Brahmaji's children. Yeah. One Rishi's wife, she had all give birth to all serpents and scorpions and all those biting animals, bees and everything. Yeah, I do not know. She has so much poison inside her heart. She was so envious. That's what this happened. Yeah.
Are the four Kumars direct sons of Lord Brahma?
Yeah. Yes, bro.
Thank you. Is Arjuna in the Brahma Sampradaya?
Yeah, because Krishna actually gave the real knowledge to Brahmaji, and Krishna is giving direct the same knowledge what he gave to Brahmaji to Arjuna. So he was in the Sampradaya or not, it's very hard to say, but he's in Krishna Sampradaya, direct disciple of Krishna, like Brahmaji was. So he's his god brother actually. Brahmaji's god brother, I can say. Yeah, because both are getting knowledge from the same guru, which is the primary guru. Yeah. Anybody wants from the
Right. Hare Krishna devotees that are online, thank you for listening to today's class. Do you have any questions you would like to ask Kaivalya Prabhu?
I don't see any hands up, Prabhu. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
We will end here. One chapter. Sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai.